What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. This is the Thanksgiving special. And like I promised, I will go live for the Thanksgiving festivities. I know it is kind of late for a lot of you guys, but for me, it's right on time. um, it is 5:15 here, Central Time. I'm in the good old state of Texas. I just ate me one huge meal, and it's time for me to give thanks above all. You know, when we're talking about boxing never stops. You know, we got Derek Chisora, we have Tyson Fury, we have Javante Tank Davis trying to get out of prison. We have what else? Dillian White bucking up at Jermaine Franklin, or whoever Jermaine Franklin was with, and we're going to talk briefly on that all together. So there's some fights to be made there. You got Derek Chisora. He wants to knock out Tyson Fury. That was a pretty big order, should I say. Pretty big order. I will let YouTube load up. And I'll tell you, man, to me, Thanksgiving means being thankful for whatever you have. And I'm thankful for each and every one of you. The lovers, the haters, the participators, And I see a lot of people, when you decide to make a comment, sometimes it's not thought out. Sometimes it's just, disagreeing. But I do appreciate each and everybody that comes on the chat, on the channel. You guys, when you come in, hit that like button. If you are one of the participators or the lovers, if you're one of the haters, hit the down like button. I don't know, whatever. We don't even see those no more, which is stupid. I think YouTube had a pretty good idea when they did this, when they did that. You know what I mean? I think that was a pretty good assumption, because at least you could, you could yay it or you could nay it, right? So, but yeah, hit that like button, man. Thanksgiving was good. Dude, I was tired. I went, did some more worked on some more videos. And then I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm going to take a nap. Dude, I slept for like 2 hours straight. Like 2 hours straight. So I was tired, but I did make a pretty good drive yesterday. And for the people, again, I will say this again when more people come on, because it's only two of us. I don't know. I guess this is from everyone that's on YouTube right now, but people like, hey, dude, you need to get off. You're tired. And I was tired, man. I mean, it was raining, it was wet, it was dark, it was late, and I definitely needed to get some sleep. So, and the weirdest thing about it was, whenever I would stop, I would wake up. I get tired when I drive. Driving naturally makes me tired, but I mean, it is what it is. But let's start off, man, from what I could gather about today. Dillian White taking on Jermaine Franklin. They had their face-off today. We know he offered to take Jermaine Franklin out back a couple days ago. And I thought that was rather kind of extreme, right? Because it's like Jermaine Franklin wasn't even saying anything. Michael Manning, I'm on the road, Kurt, but I'm here. Counterpunch to you. You know what, Michael? I think it's a big difference. St. Don in the building. Counterpunch to you. The Don to the Saint. I think, Michael, and everybody that's here, I think it's a difference when you're hearing somebody live. Like, I could drive 6-7 hours, no problem, if I'm listening to a podcast, but I can't do the podcast. I think that takes too much energy, because, like, for one, it's not like people call in. Now, if people could call in and I'm able to talk shit to each and every one of them as others listen, that's different. But if you're reading from messages, and it's, for me, I don't know what it is, guys, like, that shit looks like it's getting smaller and smaller, like the words. I'm like, yo, I could remember 3 or 4 years ago, I think it was a way to expand the fonts, right? Because the fonts are small as hell now. And maybe I'm getting like blind or something. I don't know. Maybe I've been looking at computer screens or screens in general too long. Stranginess. I feel like Dillian White gets knocked out by an uppercut again. You know what I feel? I feel that he can get knocked out by any uppercut, foreign or domestic. Counterpunch. I think that Dillian White just can't take uppercuts. I think he can take other shots, maybe left hooks. I'm sure his cranium shots, you know, I think he can take those shots. I've seen him take a lot of them from Derek Chisora in their first fight. I just like some people, and George Foreman said this best, all right? George Foreman said, when you think of someone that has a good chin, you automatically come here, okay? You come from whatever they can take. Oh, he has a beard. He can take a punch here. He can take a solid shot on the chin. And then he said, but most people that can take solid punches to the chin can't take punches upstairs like this. You know what I mean? South Wales, Matt, counterpunch to you. What's up, guys? Karma Serene, old timers kicking it. Happy Turkey Day, Kurt. Absolutely. We're old timers in this piece. I'm down in CP. Probably, I guess that's north of you, right? I don't know if you're in Austin, but yeah, I know that's at near Round Rock. I don't think Franklin can punch. White should get the win. Well, here's the thing. If Franklin can't punch, he's in trouble anyway, because Dillian White's one of those guys, you're going to have to knock him out or he's going to knock you out. One thing you can always say about Dillian White, regardless of what you think of his ability, regardless of how you think the quality of opposition or what type of fighter you think he really is, he is not scared. When he gets in there, he's going to try to take your head off. When he gets in there, he's going to try to take your head clean off. So if Jermaine Franklin can't punch and he hits him with some soft punches light, I would say Tyson Fury back in the day. But, Tyson Fury has redeemed himself for being a puncher. Let's see. If he can't punch, he's done. He's finished. Like Chris Eubank Jr., he's finished. Because he's gonna have to make Dillian White respect him. But here's the thing about Dillian, though. It's so scary with Dillian because it's like that Povetkin shit really scared me. See, you can't really talk about Joshua because Joshua, and when they fought, it was like 7 years ago, damn near 8. And what I gathered from that really wasn't much. Yeah, he got knocked out, but that may been the beginning of Dillian White's problems. Karma Serene on the scene. Bars. Feed the bear. Happy Thanksgiving, bro. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Did I send you? I think I sent you the I think so. Because what I did, I recently switched phones. So that number, that WhatsApp number you have, I put it on another phone and I'm not sure is your contact in there. So inbox me on something in, Instagram or something or Facebook. White, problem isn't his chin, it's that he doesn't see it coming. Well, how many uppercuts do you see coming though? To be fair, how many uppercuts do you see coming? I remember a friend of mine, we were just fucking around and he hit me with an uppercut. I took it because he pissed me off. He hit me, and then when he hit me, I swung and hit him with a left hook. Or was it a right hook? I can't remember. I think it was a right. And I caught him in the cranium area. I caught him in the dome. Bow! And then his girlfriend threw a rock at me. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? So that was pretty weird. I wonder if one of them will take their eyes off the ball because the winner knows they'll get that AJ money next. Ronin Sevens. I don't think that's the case at all. I think you may see Saturday midday for us, night for you guys, one of the toughest, grittiest damn fights you're gonna see. Yeah. No, on the phone, mate. Email me, Kurt. Okay. Okay. Then his girlfriend threw a rock at me. Yeah, she threw a rock at me. It was like weird. She threw one at me. I guess when she seen me hit him, she was like, "Hey!" We were down in the all fucking off. And but the whole point was, guys, I did not see the punch. So uppercuts you don't see. You don't see uppercuts coming. That's it's like, wow. You don't see them. You don't see them coming. You don't see them at all. Remember one uppercut from Lennox Lewis holding Michael Grant in the head with one arm and got away with it. Then boom, Grant went down. Ton of bricks. Yeah, Lennox Lewis was a dirty ass fighter like that. He did. You know what Lennox Lewis was? Lennox Lewis was a bad combination between Vladimir Klitschko and a Muhammad Ali. And I could say Vladimir Klitschko and Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury does some of the same shit that Lennox Lewis used to do. Because you guys can remember that Mike Tyson fight. He hit Mike Tyson and then he would lean on him. He would knock the shit out of him, then he would lean on him. Eddie needs a good card bad. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I think that Conor Ben really set Eddie Hearn back, though, to be honest with you guys. I think that really left a bad taste in his mouth because that was $1 million fight. Whenever you have fighters that get over a certain amount of money, it's a big card. And that was a legendary classic card. That would have been some shit that, like Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Ben, that would have been a big fight, bro. I think that fucked everybody up down that way. So, yeah, he does need a good card. What's happening? You been fighting, Kurt? No, I haven't been fighting, dude. I've been eating this Thanksgiving. I ain't fighting. And I'm not fighting in lines of Black Friday either. I have nothing that I want to buy that bad. Jermaine Franklin's trainer reminds me of Bomac. Both trash talkers. I don't know. See, I don't know what happened with Dillian White and Team Franklin. But somebody pissed Dillian White off and I couldn't see it. Jermaine Franklin's trainer reminds me. Okay, what's your top five boxing matches you want to happen? Mine are one, AJ and Wilder, Fury versus Usyk. Fury versus Usyk. Fury versus AJ, then Canelo versus Usyk. AJ versus Usyk 3. Well, you had me into that AJ versus Usyk 3 shit. I don't want to see that again. Because Usyk can do the same thing. And the only question you ask yourself is, can Anthony Joshua show you more than he showed you last time? Because that's going to be the defining factor if he beats Usyk. He has to knock Usyk out or stop Usyk to the point. And if he can't do that, if he doesn't have the tenacity to do that, he's going to lose again because Usyk knows how to hit the gas. See, when you hurt Usyk, Usyk's just going to come right back at you and do exactly what you did or what he feels you did to him to get you back. I don't think Usyk is in the hurting business. I think Usyk is into the tit for tat business. I think he wants to match. He's in the match business of energy. He's an energy matcher. So if you show him aggression, he's just going to show you aggression. He's not going to show you aggression like I want to kill you type shit. He's going to show you like, yo, I'm going to get you back for what you did to me. That's what you call ring generalship. Okay. Do you have your Christmas tree up for Thanksgiving? No, I don't. Do you think Fury versus AJ will happen? It can. Oh, look, this is what happens. It has to happen. AJ just has to knock somebody senseless. He gets in there, he knocks somebody out senseless. He will be right back on top. Yep. And see, I want people to understand this too. Between AJ, Fury, Dillian White, Derek Chisora. I hate talking and chewing gum. I don't know why I did it. But um nothing is like, people have lowered their standards so much to the point where AJ taking on Dillian White should be a real shit show. But if it wasn't for the failures of each fighter, this would be worse than it really was. See, if the winner out of Franklin and White, they get to fight Joshua, and Joshua just come off a loss. First of all, Joshua, I feel, has to redeem himself at the level that he's at, first of all. Second of all, I feel, what does AJ warrant fighting those guys? I guess that's his tune-up, fighting the guy, one guy he's already beat, and then another guy that you never heard of. Well, that would be worse if it wasn't for Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury decides to fight someone that he's already beat twice. So it doesn't make it, that's the only saving grace, because that's not a good card. AJ taking on Dillian White 2 is not a good card. It would have been 4 years ago when they were both winning, but it's not now. It's something that Eddie's just scrambling together because he doesn't have anything really else to throw at AJ. You know what I mean? Or to really throw at Dillian White. So guess what? Hey, we might as well come together and make a fight. Bars. So I think that's all he has, but he doesn't look so bad because Tyson Fury doesn't look so good. Tyson Fury decides to fight Derek Chisora. God bless Derek Chisora. I like him. He's a journeyman. He's a warrior. He's a soldier. He's about getting it in. He's about doing his best. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He's up for the test. Bars. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, nobody asked for that fight. Nobody asked for that fight. And Tyson Fury, you would think the way he picked Derek Chisora, it's like he's coming off a loss. You see what I mean? He's not coming off a loss. He's coming off a win. He just whooped the guy that he whooped the guy that whooped the guy that he whooped. You know what I mean? So you're fighting guys that you've already beaten. So that's what makes the heavyweight landscape that much shittier. Had it been Hergovic, had it been Otto Vailene, had it been who else? Joe Joyce. Had it been Daniel Dubois, he's with Queensberry. Had it been who else? It's so many other guys that you could have there. Feed the bear. You're feeding this bear by blessing me with happy Thanksgiving. Have a good one, Yin. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate it. You didn't have to, but you did. More like you should be around. I'd rather see Fury versus White than Fury versus Chisora 3 or 2. Well, you know what? I wouldn't want to see it back to back. What about what Joe Joyce just did to Joseph Parker? Joseph Parker, if I'm Tyson Fury, I would be ready. You know what? You beat my brother. I love that guy, Joseph Parker. He's an honorary gypsy to me. And you beat him. You beat him and beat him and beat him and then knocked him out. You know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to fight you to avenge my brother, my honorary brother. That's what I would have done if I'm Tyson Fury, and nobody would have said shit. Everybody would have stayed on the Tyson Fury train, including me, because at the end of the day, Tyson Fury was showing each and every time since Wilder that he's able to take on the next clear and present danger of fighters. That's what could have happened. That's why I feel should have went down, but it didn't go down, okay? It didn't. He decides, let me just fight Derek Chisora. So that gets AJ off the hook and Eddie Hearn off the hook for wanting to put together Dillian White and Anthony Joshua right now. Anthony Joshua come off a loss. Dillian White comes off a loss. So let's fight each other, because that's really pinning your talent against each other, and it's not a good thing, because now whoever loses is going to the back of the line. They're going to the back of the line. That's it. That's all. That's the only thing you could say. AJ should fight Jololoff, beat up a young prospect. Well, that could happen. That could happen. But Jololoff, I don't think is on anywhere near the level, but neither was Andy Ruiz. However, Andy Ruiz was at least a guy that fought for a title. Okay. He fought for a title against Joseph Parker in Joseph Parker's backyard. So I see Andy Ruiz, had a better chance. And, he was a solid professional. And he was on the list. But Jololoff, no, bro. Bakrahil, Jololoff, you know, Chisora world level journeyman. Yeah, I know. He is, absolutely. Big Wah, counterpunch to you. Joe Joyce, Fury, Usyk, Wilder are all better than AJ White. Hearn stable is weak. Yeah, they're real weak. And then what happened about this is the problem with Eddie Hearn. He let a lot of fighters go that he should have kept. He should have kept Alexander Usyk if he was smart. See, if he was smart, he should have kept Alexander Usyk, but he didn't. Because he used to co-promote Usyk. He co-promote Usyk in the whatchamacallit fight. Double AR, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Absolutely. Happy Thanksgiving. I've seen worse fights when a fighter was coming off a loss. In AJ's case, 2 losses. AJ White 2 is okay, but it should not be pay-per-view. No, it shouldn't. And that just shows you they're getting greedy and they're getting desperate over there at the zone. That's what's happening. Joshua needs James Ali Bashir because he trained Usyk for 3 years and worked under Manny Stewart for 16. It's no brainer. Well, here's the thing. He's good, but I think AJ though, I don't know, man. We just got to see what AJ got caught in a situation where he fought a guy that, first of all, nobody else's fault besides Derek Chisora, okay, and Chaz Witherspoon. Those are only 2 heavyweights. So they got a piece of that diversity. They know what it's like to be in the ring with that difficulty from Usyk. Nobody else has done that. So I feel sorry for the poor bastard, if anything, because Wilder can't tell you how it goes. Wilder can't tell you how he fight. Maybe Vladimir could, because he knows what it's like to deal with somebody that's tricky like that. But Wilder can't, White can't, Fury can't, Andy Ruiz can't, Joe Joyce can. He can show you, well, he's tricky because he beat him up, right? He did the trickery with him, the Alexander Usyk cat trickery. That's what I call it, the Alexander Usyk cat trickery. Right? That's exactly what it is. And we all know that guy's difficult. And I can't wait for Tyson Fury to get in there. After all the shit talk, all the trash talk, all the build up, I can't wait for that fight to finally happen. And you're going to see someone like I want to see Tyson Fury challenged. And he's going to be challenged from a smaller guy. And it's going to be like Welcome Back Cotter. Welcome back. Ooh, right? Because he's going to be welcomed back to some of the same adversity that he shows in Steve Cunningham. But in this case, it's going to be worse. It's going to be a worse thing because Alexander Usyk is not a guy that gets tired like that. See, Cunningham was teeing off, but I think after he dropped Tyson Fury, he started to let his guard down because he was looking for one punch at that point. And then Tyson was able to land some shots and get, the smaller Steve out of there. You know what I mean? But that last ending blow was illegal, and then the ref should have called it. That was a bad call by the ref, or should I say it was the ref should have called it, right? Breaking news, Dana White says we'll start promotion of boxing in 2023. Next 6 to 8 months, boxing corrupt. Well, yeah. Let's see here. Tyson versus Chisora should be on Channel 5. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it should. It should. Joyce fought a month after AJ. How was Joyce gonna be ready? Joyce will be ready. Joyce said he was. Now, I don't know if he was just talking St. Don or what, but they said he was. No, Bellew's not a heavyweight though. Well, he's, you know what? He was a heavyweight, wouldn't he? He fought David Haye twice at heavyweight. So yeah, but all those other guys that have something to say about Usyk never got in the ring with Usyk. See, people talk that shit, and I remember when Alexander Usyk was of coming to heavyweight, and guys like Deontay Wilder and Dillian White was saying like, "Hey, listen, don't bring your ass up here. Don't come this way. We'll slap you all the way down back to cruiserweight. Please don't come up here. You will be hurt badly." And what happens now? Look, fast forward from 2000, I think it was 19, right when he first mentioned going to heavyweight, or should I say back to heavyweight, because he was a heavyweight. He just wasn't a super heavyweight, right? Now he's the fucking unified heavyweight champion of the world. Who wins Canelo versus Usyk? Bryce Productions. Um, the only way I give Canelo a chance is he pulls the politics shit. Like he pulls the no hydration clause. He pulls the, hey, you got to come down to 179.8 and you can't go past 170, 183. Because if you do, you're going to get fined or we don't have to fight you, some shit like that. That's the only way Canelo beats Usyk, if he starches him. That's the only way. That is the only way. Usyk too big, too busy. Yeah, I mean, like, and then he'll probably be somebody that stops Canelo, because Canelo probably look. There's levels. There, weight matters, man. Weight matters. Weight classes matter for a reason. See, certain fighters just get hurt and get knocked out in certain places. You think Manny? Um, yeah, but you think? Sorry about that. I don't know what happened, but you think for a minute if Mayday, man down, man down, Mayday. All right, let's see. Yep, weight matters. That's why Usyk has hit his ceiling. Well, I mean, he's heavyweight. He should hit his ceiling. Shit, there's no other weight class. Now, if Mauricio was smart, he would have set a weight class for 240 and up or 250 up. That would have been smarter. Instead of 220. I want 220, 1 to 220. Like, what the fuck? Really? If you don't weigh 18 stones at 18 years old, you're not really a heavyweight. Okay, tell that to Evander Holyfield, you know? Tell that to Roy Jones. Well, we all know Roy Jones wouldn't, but see, we don't know what type of fighter Roy Jones would have developed into being a heavyweight, simply because he wouldn't have been the biggest, but he was definitely bigger than guys like Rocky Marciano anyway. And then that would have been a mismatch. Someone like Roy Jones would have just fucking shredded someone like Rocky Marciano. And it would have been sad to see, because Rocky just never gives up. Marciano would have just fucking, they would have had to stop that fight to spare him his face. Mauricio would call him a bridgerweight and say he can't fight Fury. He is a bridgerweight and he owes me fight. He's a champion, and this champion needs to pay me my fees and dues. Evander came up against a true big heavyweight in Lennox. He sure did. But Usyk would do the same thing. I mean, he would come up against that. And it's all about people showing you what they can do. You calling somebody a middleweight, you calling them, oh, not in your era, because what the ever the fuck does that mean? But, it's crazy. See, it would make sense if Tyson Fury was 37. But even that wouldn't make sense, because Joe Joyce is 37. That motherfucker is just a young 37. You know what I mean? And people talk about he hasn't taken a lot of punishment, but at the end of the day, how do we know that he has a good beard? He's taken those shots. He took them big shots from Daniel Dubois, bro. He took him from Daniel Dubois. He took him from Parker. He's just cut from a different cloth. But don't say that he's just not that particular guy. No. AJ is a blown up cruiserweight. He's not like Vitaly or Riddick. No, you know what? To be fair, he is not. He is not a big heavyweight like that. He's a heavyweight, but he's not a big one. He's not like Vladimir. And you could tell the difference between Vladimir and AJ. AJ is a guy that's been bulked up. And he's just added muscle on. There's a difference, right? It's a difference between what has went down with Vladimir and Vitaly are just naturally big motherfuckers. They're just big overall. They're just big. They're just massive. They're both different. AJ, he's just a dude with added muscle. You want to see how a person's built? Look at their calves. Look at their calves. Look at AJ's calves the next time. This motherfucker he doesn't have a strong foundation. Everything else is added. That's why I look at it, because I remember AJ. He's a slender dude. He just put on muscle because he felt people picked on him and called him lanky and skinny, just like Dillian White was like, look at that lanky piece of shit over there. He's a lanky shit. Vitaly was skinny and remained so. Well, not really. Vitaly, dude, stop. Vitaly was a big motherfucker. He just wasn't fat. He was just like a bionic build. Them Klitschko brothers were huge. They were huge. AJ built like Usain Bolt. I could outrun you. Yeah. McGregor versus Jake Paul could happen. I think his UFC contract is not up yet. It's up to Dana White. McGregor, you know what? Jake Paul would fight McGregor too and make fucking millions, because that fight would be a build-up out of this world. That would be actually a pretty good fight, because Conor McGregor didn't do a bad. It wasn't a bad performance against Floyd. He just ran out of gas. Nottingham, Gray Losh in the building. Counterpunch to you. Fury fights Chisora first next month. Okay. David Haye is a cruiserweight. Yeah, he is. Hey, you guys seen David Haye lately? This motherfucker's been getting jacked, ain't he? He's been eating a lot of turkey. Chisora got robbed against Usyk. Ash Poley? Yeah, okay, bud. Every day is Thanksgiving. Kings of kings, lords of lords. Absolutely. No, I disagree. Better fights happen in boxing when fighters can easily move to different networks and promoters. Ronin 7, absolutely right. Absolutely. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Kurt. Everyone else in the chat who celebrates the holiday. Daniel Mickelson, appreciate you, brother. St. Don, it will be a funny build-up. Nico the Best, he was skinny looking when he and Vladimir made their debuts training together. No belly. He was just like David Price, you can say. But look, David Price, Vitaly Klitschko, Vladimir Klitschko, those guys, though, they didn't put on a shitload of muscle mass just to fill in. There's a difference between naturally filling in and then going to the gym and bulking up all day. You want to see the difference? I'll tell you the difference. Creed, Michael B. Jordan, love the guy to death, real good guy to work with and all that. But he is not naturally that big. He's that big because he trains to get that big. He trains to get that big. Mayweather versus Usyk. The fuck? Mayweather who? Floyd Mayweather? Dude, no, stop. Stop. That's almost as ridiculous as that Muhammad Ali Mayweather shit. And I'm like, that the hatred for Mayweather is real. Mayweather, man, listen. No, bro, no. Because that's just wanting to see Floyd get beat up by a bigger guy, because a smaller guy can't do it. You know, Is Tank still with Floyd and Leonard Ellerby? Ricky Torre. No, he's not, but he's with Tom Brown, which is the same thing. It doesn't matter anyway because they're all work. They all work for fucking Al Heyman. Leonard Ellerby, Floyd, Money Mayweather, Tom Brown. All of those guys get down with Al Heyman. So nothing changes with Gervonta Tank Davis, okay? Nothing. Nothing. Did you have a meatloaf for Thanksgiving? Nah, man. I had turkey, I had dressing, I had collards, and one slice of bread. Then I had um some candied yams, not pounded. It was sweet. And I had some kind of green beans with sausage, and that was it. That was a wrap. And I got this Sprite here I'm about to crack open. Yeah, I'm living on the wild side. You know, heavy bones make a heavyweight. Well, that too. Jake Paul versus McGregor is a $200 million super fight guaranteed. Fire, flame on. Absolutely. That fight will be big. But I think, yeah, I don't think that would matter. I think Conor McGregor's ready to make some more money, man. He's ready to make a lot of fuck you money and do something heinous and then has to pay for it and get fined and all that and get, all that stuff. Would you like to have the metabolism like Tank Davis? No, because Tank Davis may get fat overall. He's going to probably have to go to 147. Then he'll be little Tank up there. What's collards? They're greens. Collard greens, mustard greens is a type of vegetable, bro. It's all good, Ryan. It's yeah, soul food, man. Soul Live, Kurt. How would you Mayweather versus Hearn go at 154? Um. Oh wow, it got dark, didn't it? Kurt, how would Mayweather versus Hearn go at 154? Hearn. Oh, you mean Tom? I'm like fucking Eddie Hearn. Usyk. He's talking about. I don't know. I think and actually, Tommy Hearns is one of Floyd's favorite fighters. Tommy Hearns and Larry Holmes. So I don't know. That would be a very interesting fight to see. Usyk has most of the belts for now. Yeah, he has all of them except one. What's bigger, Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor or KSI versus Conor McGregor? I don't know. They're both big, though. I don't know if Conor will fight MMA, honestly. That injury was horrible. He will have a few boxing matches. What's bigger, Jake Paul versus McGregor or Floyd versus Conor 2? Yeah, Conor, man, I think he should take some boxing matches. I don't think he should be working on anything else. Gerard, what's Kurt? What's up, Kurt? Happy Thanksgiving to you. What's going on? Just a little birthday bash, man. I won't stay on here long. I was just, man, giving thanks, chopping boxing up real quick on this holiday, Franklin gonna come out and spam uppercuts from round one. The Joker, if he's smart, he would. Did you see right son was shot and killed in Brixton? Very sad. I gotta call him. A matter of fact, I'm gonna call him when I get off the live stream because I heard that yesterday and it slipped my mind. That shit's very bad, man. I hate to hear that. Both are big fights. I think Jake Paul might be slightly bigger. Maybe. Because, Jake, big fucking guy now. He's all like huge around the chest and shit in the back. Do you think Canelo versus Manny Pacquiao will happen? No, it won't happen, bro. That won't happen. Canelo Alvarez and Manny Pacquiao won't happen. If it would have happened, it would have happened way before now. Bars to you, Kurt, the only one who did a live stream on Thanksgiving Day. Absolutely, bro. Coming live at you. Rumor is that Babbitt dropped Franklin in sparring, and that's why he left the Fury training camp. I don't know. I have no idea. You know, I don't think that would be a reason to leave unless Babbitt start talking shit. You don't, when if you are hired to be a sparring partner and you do some fucked up shit like, or something out of the ordinary, I can't call it just fucked up because you're fighting. So if you do drop someone like that, and then you start walking around all cocky, yeah, they have a right to fire you. You know, who wins, Canelo versus Manny Pacquiao? Canelo would probably counter Manny, and it would probably be bad because Canelo's a lot bigger than Manny. Canelo is short. Manny is shorter. But no, Canelo, he'll just time Manny, and I wouldn't want to see that because see, here's the thing about Pacquiao though. Pacquiao's fast, but you know, it would be a good fight as long as it lasted. Who's Wilder got next? I don't know. That's a good question. Good question on Wilder. I can't wait for Wilder to pick his next opponent. I hope it's someone that's up to par. I hope it's someone that, it probably will be Andy Ruiz more than likely, though. Damn, that's terrible for Dean and his family. Yeah, I hate to hear that. Yeah, Turkey Day live stream, double A R, counterpunch to you up in this piece. Does Dillian White have a rematch clause, rematch room? I don't know. Still want to see that Wilder versus Joyce fight. That would be cool. The Joker, the zone charges, then pays pay charges. The zone charges, then charges pay per view. Ricky Torre, that ain't no lie. My mate Tyler Newton Dent is watching with me. Please shout him out. Tyler Newton Dent, counterpunch to you, bro. Wherever in the world you are. Welcome to the club. Club of social misfits over here. Clear and free thinkers. Let's go. Let's get it on this Thanksgiving. November 24th is going down. Right here, Counterpunch Boxing News. Chill. Then I start the intro music. I think I'll use that anyway. You know? Yeah, but yeah, it's very unfortunate. I will give my brother a shout out, man. Just, you know. But you have to keep in mind though, like I try not to. I will always give my condolences to anybody that goes through any type of tragedy like that. But I want people to understand, you have to know where people are coming from. You have to know that, like, if you can't relate to what happened, I don't think it's proper to, hey man, well, okay. Under no circumstances would you say, man, I know what you're going through. You need to get fucking hit in your face with a closed fist as hard as you can. Because I have kids, sure. My kids are fine. You understand? Like, so for anybody, I know what you mean because I lost something. Look, don't try the fucking barter system or the trading game when it comes to people's emotions and situations. You never do that. That's just like me talking about some other different shit that has nothing to do with a son that I lost. I have nothing to do with that. So yeah, I will call them, but I hate when people do that because that they deserve to get punched in the face if they say, "I know what you're going through." Dude, did you lose a kid? No. You need to get punched in your fucking face. Wilder is kryptonite for Joyce, who's got a great chin and would end up in the ICU from too many hard blows to the head. Huh. That could happen. Andy Ruiz Jr. says he'll knock out Deontay Wilder with his speed, but he hasn't been showing that after the Joshua fight, right, Kurt? Well, I haven't seen anything big. I mean, he dropped Ortiz, but really, it's Ortiz. And the punches that he hit Ortiz with, bro, really? Or are they really legal? Let's just be real. Kurt's back east somewhere. No, dude, I'm in Texas. Shit. Shit, it's east of you guys if you're somewhere in other parts of the world. You know, in fact, that was my kid there. Daniel Mickelson. Well, Wilder better learn how to fight on the back foot. Um, I mean, shit, he come off a right hand off the back foot, and he put fucking Hellenius's ass into retirement. Sad, poor bastard. Because Hellenius was coming off of 2 wins, and that was pretty much his time to shine. The Hellenius showed that, look, even though I might have got beat by some fighters, I could whoop some fighters too. And I'm doing pretty damn good. But under no circumstances should they put him in there with Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Because Wilder was ready and itching and able to knock a fucking body out. If the way he hit him, here's the blessing. Okay, here's the fortunate thing. The fortunate thing is he didn't hit him hard like one of those Dominic Brazil punches that he was just on the fucking floor for like 3 or 4 minutes and they had to stretch him out like Spilka and no, none of that. Okay, that's a good thing. X Ace 99X, big up to you. Big up. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. But what else should we talk about? We've talked about the Derek Chisora and Tyson Fury. He has to knock him out. And, you know, the question is, can he knock him out? I mean, can he do that? I mean, we'll see. We've talked about Dillian White and Franklin, which, guys, join me. I will be live that day. It's going to be hype. It's going to be live. And I can't wait to see what happens in that fight. You know, I don't care who gets knocked out at this point because, you know, boxing's boxing to me. You know what I mean? You know, Jermaine Franklin, if he knocks out Dillian White, he would just be a guy that knocked out a guy that was on the level, right? Bars. So, yeah, there you go. Wilder should fight Joshua and retire. Why is he fighting a pocket change when he can be fight against Nice and retire? Jim 82, because I think, you know, it's up to the handlers that handle Deontay Wilder. Look, Al Heyman runs the show. If Al Heyman says no, it's not going to go. Okay? Listen, Al Heyman runs shit. He runs shit. That's what he does. And if he doesn't like the projections, it's not going to work. Period. That's it. It's not going to happen. So Errol Spence, he ain't going to fight Terrence Crawford because he won't allow it. Deontay Wilder didn't fight Anthony Joshua because he wouldn't allow it. Wilder was not going to take that DAZN money because Al Heyman told him not to. Okay, that's why Lou DiBella fucking quit. He told all of them to fuck off and said, fuck you, Wilder. If you're stupid enough to listen to these morons, counsel you into not taking $100 million. And that's exactly what Deontay Wilder did. Not take the fucking money. He didn't take the money because he knew that that guy, all you need to do is start giving someone a shitload of money like that. You can't control them no more. Al Heyman knew that. The only difference was the money that Al Heyman actually gave a fighter. He accomplished a lot, and his name was Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather was able to do that, but he was the only one of his kind. Everybody else has failed. Everybody else has underachieved. Everybody else has been beaten. Okay, and that goes from Adrian Broner, that will be Errol Spence. Oh yeah, it will be Errol Spence. That goes for the Charlos, and even the Charlo that is undefeated is not doing shit because he doesn't want to throw him into somewhere that he'll get beat. As long as he knows he can orchestrate certain fights for him, he will never get beat, but he will never go anywhere either. Okay, Al Heyman runs everything. So people, you got to understand that. So until Al Heyman says, fuck it, I'm done with this fighter, then that fight will be made. He didn't care about Andy Ruiz. Therefore, Andy Ruiz was allowed to take the fight with Anthony Joshua, which changed his fucking life. Point blank and period. Okay, so that's what you have. That's what we have, and that's what we will have or remain to have until Al Heyman says so. Okay? That's pretty much it. Guys, I appreciate each and every one of you that took time to come by the live stream. I'm going to go and eat some more pies. Then I'm going to work it off, hopefully, the rest of the week, but not too long because we have to go in and have that live stream later. And this is what has to be. This is what we're going to do. I will see you guys Saturday in the afternoon for that. Feed the Bear. I will see you there. Everybody else be blessed. And everybody has been Counterpunch. Peace.